Hey guys, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 11 of this 2022-2023 Premier League season. As you can see, I'm in my sort of coinage gear. I've been flying around the whole of the UK this past week, only just got in. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, so it's probably not going to be a lot of graphics in this show this week. The leaderboard, the royal leaderboard, and last week's top scorers will show at the end of the video. So let's just do it, get down to business, and make some predictions.
Okay, so first up we have the Friday night fixture between Brentford and Brighton. Now Brentford starting to slow down a little bit, but they've had a tricky one, losing 5-1 to Newcastle. Newcastle were brilliant in that game, then drawing to Bournemouth and then losing once again 3-0 to Arsenal. Brighton, since the new manager's come in and Potter left, a bit hit and miss, starting to dip a little bit, but that was probably expected. Tricky one. I think Brentford are going for a rough patch for me. I'm going to go 2-1 Brighton. Yeah,
they're out of form, aren't they, Brentford? Just the one win in their last 6 matches. Brighton, okay, they did lose at home against Tottenham, but overall I think their play and everything should be just that too much for Brentford, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory. Yeah, the spectacles are back on. Guys have already seen it in the Championship predictions, but we move on to Saturday, 12:30, where Leicester City face Crystal Palace. Bottom of the table clash, you could say. Leicester City, 1 victory in their last 6 matches. In fact, that was their only victory of the season. Last time out, they lost away against the Cherries, Bournemouth. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, in 15th position, a good win, their first win in about 5, I think it was, against Leeds at home. In this one, I think it's going to be even square. Leicester are looking a little bit better now in the last few matches, but I think it'll be 1-1 in this fixture.
I think the thing that makes me laugh the most about this one is the fact that Leicester have actually refunded all the people with birthday requests for this weekend's game. Wow. With things like Brenda out, what was the other one?
Oh dear.
Sam Rogers, Sack Rogers, a few of those silly ones.
Right.
So they've
paid for those.
They have, and they've refunded those. So Palace, they're in a much better situation for me than Leicester. It's a bit toxic there, isn't it? I'm going to go 2-0 Palace away victory with Brenda to be sacked this weekend. Wow. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we got the first of the 3 o'clocks between Fulham and Bournemouth, the 2 promoted sides. Fulham struggling without Mitrovic, 2 losses on the bounce, but they've had to play Newcastle and West Ham, who've been on fire recently. So that's 7 goals shipped in 2 matches. That's not good at all. Back to 2019 for Fulham, isn't it? And then as for Bournemouth, really doing well under their
8th,
O'Neill, isn't it? Really, really well under their assistant. He's going to get the full-time job for me, but I don't know why. I can just see Fulham doing it. I really can, because it's been narrow margins, and they would have shored it up under Marco Silva. I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to go exactly the same as you, Nathan. I'm going to go for 2-1 as well. Rumours are that Mitrovic will be back for this fixture as well. I think Harry Wilson actually was on the bench last week.
He was,
as well.
That bench was so strong for Fulham last time around.
Pereira scored in that game. But Bournemouth, ridiculous. Everybody was predicting them to finish bottom of the table. They may well still do, but 1 defeat in their last 6 matches. 5 matches unbeaten, 2. A good victory over Leicester City. 2-1 to Fulham for me in this one. Then we move on to Wolves against Nottingham Forest. Wolves, okay, they are 3rd from bottom of the table, only conceding 12 goals from their 9 fixtures. They've got quite a good defensive record this season, but it is 3 defeats on the trot. In fact, actually, they've conceded 8 goals in those last 3 matches, so I've just contradicted myself. Are we typing, Nathan?
Coming up
against a Nottingham Forest side who themselves are, where are they in the table? I think
hang on.
There we go, bottom of 1. Can I go back to the table?
That's fine,
Brilliant. Okay, 1 victory this season. Drew last time out at home against Villa, and I think they'll take heart from that draw, and I think they'll end up with a 1-1 draw at Fulham, at Wolves.
Yeah, for me with this one, Wolves still without a manager, of course. They still got their assistant there at the moment, and with Forest last week, getting that draw against Villa, they needed that confidence boost, and I think this will start to drive them. Steve Cooper will have them fired up and everything. I'm going to go 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Next, we've got the 5:30 game between Spurs and Everton. Spurs doing decent, you know. One loss in the last 6 matches, and that was against Arsenal of all teams. I bet Spurs weren't happy about that, of all games to lose and all. And then Everton, up and down. They did lose 2-1 to Man United. Low margin games, to be honest. Scoring the odd goal, to be fair. But difficult. I'm going to go 3-0 Spurs. I think they should do it comfortably, to be honest, and with them stuttering a little bit, especially in Europe, Conte's going to have them fired up, isn't he?
For me, Nathan, I think this is going to be a low scoring affair, even though Spurs do have a big array of talent. It looks like Son and Kane, I believe, have scored this evening against Frankfurt. I think they're 3-1 up in that fixture. Everton, Gordon missing, suspended. I think it was another yellow card for Gordon, so he misses this fixture. Against Spurs, I'm going to go for a 1-0 scoreline, as I said, not many goals. Then we move on to Sunday, where we've got Aston Villa taking on Chelsea. I think Chelsea should take all 3 points in this one, but Villa at home should make things a little bit difficult for them. But I will go for a 2-0 away victory to the Blues in this one.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to edge Chelsea with this one as well. Graham Potter, sublime coming in, and Chelsea have been absolutely superb since he has. Villa, a lot of pressure on Steven Gerrard, many saying that he is the worst manager in the league at the moment. Chelsea should have it 2-0. Next, I've got the other 2 o'clock between Leeds and Arsenal. Now, Arsenal still top of the shop, still smashing it, and they're coming against the Leeds side who are, well, they've dropped massively. 1 win in 6, losing to Crystal Palace, drawing against Villa. That's a poor result. Losing 5-2 to Brentford. Jesse Marsh's magic is well and truly gone, and he's gone to where I thought he would be at the start of the season. Yeah, this one has an Arsenal win written all over it for me, so I am going to go for a 3-1.
Wow, I've gone exactly the same as you. I've gone for 3-1 as well. I tipped Leeds to get relegated this season. They have actually started quite well this season, but 1 win in their last 6 isn't really good enough. Arsenal, as you say, a fantastic victory over Liverpool. Some Liverpool fans are a little bit aggrieved with that result, aren't they, at 3-2, but there we are. Arsenal look fantastic, silky skills, they're knocking it around the park. Lots of goals throughout that side. 3-1 to Arsenal for me. Then we move on to Manchester United against Newcastle. This one's going to be a cagey affair. Newcastle, absolute humdinger of a result last week where they defeated Brentford 5-1.
9 goals in 2 matches.
That is brilliant.
Amazing.
I don't think they'll get those sort of returns at Old Trafford, and I am going to go for a 1-1 draw, and it's good to see Ronaldo back on the pitch and scoring too.
Absolutely. There's one thing for sure for me. Newcastle are winning this match.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
They've just been absolutely ridiculous lately. There's so much confidence there. Bruno Guimaraes, Almiron as well, Joe Linton, Callum Wilson.
Wow,
the team is just
injured a lot, isn't he? So.
Yeah, the team is just linking up so well, and even that defence has been absolutely superb.
And 2-0 maximum maybe back this weekend.
Add some maximum into that squad. My goodness, that's going to be unbelievable. I'm going to go 2-0 to the Mags for this one. It's going to happen. You wait. Anyway, the other 2 o'clock game between Southampton and West Ham. Now, Southampton dropping like an absolute stone. Hassan Hootel,
he's on the brink.
He is on the brink, but I think he'll be very stupid to sack him. But at the end of the day, 4-4-2 doesn't work for me for Southampton. They need to get back to the 5 at the back, and they're coming up against a West Ham who's slowly resurging themselves. Skamaka is doing very well. Jarrod Bowen is popping in the goals again with a 3-1.
He's finally woken up this season, hasn't he?
He has, but then again they all had a bit of a slow start and they needed that little bit of firepower. Yeah, for me, West Ham win written all over it, 2-0.
Yeah, well, what's written over it for me is Southampton only scoring 1 goal in their last 4 matches. I think the Hammers will come away with a victory. However, I do see Southampton actually scoring against this Hammers defence. I'm going to go for 2-1 away victory to West Ham. And the final fixture of this game week takes place at 4:30 on Sky. Sunday afternoon, Super Sunday as they call it, Liverpool against Manchester City. Will Liverpool be humiliated?
Yes.
Humiliated at home? Possibly. I think they will score, but that defence, where is it? Trent's out, Robinson's out.
Trent being out is probably a good thing.
Van Dijk will be there. Probably, I think Matip's out as well. Diaz is missing from midfield. He's long-term injury now. So Manchester City should go there full of confidence. Haaland's scoring goals for fun. 4-1 to Manchester City for me.
I've got exactly the same. In fact, I might even put that up by 1. I mean, Anfield, it doesn't.
What you mean by
even series shocked about what my prediction's going to be. I mean, when is the last time a side has put this many goals past Liverpool? Short prediction: 5-1 Man City.
5-1. Wow, even at Anfield. Fantastic.
Yes.
So there we are, guys. Thank you for watching once again. Those are our predictions for week 11 of this 2022-2023 Premier League season. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru.com website. Link and code in the description below. And remember, it's free to join as well. Brilliant. And coming up for your pleasure, sit back, relax, see the top scorers from last week and the leaderboard as well. Now, Nathan, before we go, because I need to go to bed, because I'm back on the road in the morning, what is happening this weekend?
Yeah, Cardiff City versus Coventry City. We're playing well, so
there'll be a vlog.
Yeah, there will.
Brilliant. Thanks for watching once again. We'll see you all in next video.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.